So there's this new British superhero TV series on Netflix called Supacell. This show was created by a British rapper who goes by the name Rapman. He wrote every episode of the show along with directing a couple episodes as well. I've seen some news websites that have been claiming that Supacell is like The Boys, which is why it intrigued me to watch all 6 episodes. And just to clarify, Supacell isn't much like The Boys as some people might claim it to be. There's a much darker tone with this show compared to The Boys, which is more of dark humor rather than just dark.
Murder boner.
Additionally, these characters aren't a team of superheroes like the Seven, and they don't wear costumes either, they just wear their street clothes. If anything, this series is more comparable to Gen V. Now, the main premise of Supacell is about 5 people who begin to develop superpowers from a mutation of sickle cell disease. All 5 of these characters don't really know each other up until one of them, named Michael, searches for the rest of the group because a future version of himself gave him a list of individuals who are Supacells. Michael's main task is to form this team of Supacell so that he can save his girlfriend from her soon-to-be death. Also, there's this government organization or agency, I'm not sure what it really is, that captures these people with Supacell powers and imprisons them along with doing experiments on them as well. That's all I'm really going to say about the plot because I don't want to spoil any major details. Before I get into the review portion of the video, I wanted to talk about the superpowers we've seen in this series because some of them are actually really cool. Michael's power is time travel. He can go to the future. I'm pretty sure he can go to the past as well, but we haven't seen that yet in this series. He also sees premonitions from time to time that are obviously real because his powers can manipulate time and space. He can essentially teleport anywhere he wants. When I first seen his powers on screen, I was like, oh, he can teleport like in Jumper. Anyway, Andre's power is super strength. Taser's power is invisibility. Sometimes it seems like he teleports, but I'm guessing he just walked there while invisible? I don't know. Sabrina's power is telekinesis. In the show, when she discovers her powers, she tells her friend that she can move things without touching them. Rodney's power is mainly super speed, but he does have a healing ability as well. And finally, Crazy's power is that he can mimic any power from a Supacell as long as he comes into physical contact with them. Lastly, this show is amazing. I totally recommend it if you were into The Boys or even Gen V. And if you were wondering, no, this show is not based on a comic book, which is really shocking because I thought it was. Now, I will say, Supacell tells kind of a slow story at sometimes, but it's definitely worth it because this show's first season is mainly just trying to establish these characters and introduce them to the audience while also showing you how they are dealing with their newfound powers. This show also tackles lots of personal issues such as abusive relationships and even gang violence, just to name a few. If you want to watch this series, the last episode is definitely worth all the build-up, which is why I'm giving this show a score of 8 out of 10. As I was making this video, some important news dropped about Supacell being renewed for a second season by Netflix. I am so hyped to see how this story unfolds. I hope they introduce more Supacells along with showing these Supacells in more action. If you like this video, please check out my other videos. Please like and subscribe for more content, and check out my Instagram and TikTok for extra content.